court ended really early today. Today it was very brief. At the very beginning, they had the firefighter paramedic come back and give the rest of his testimony. He just did this dance with words around what Yannetti wanted him to state. Yannetti said clearly, yes or no, sir. And then Bev jumps in as she's moving her microphone back and forth. I already know she's coming because it's loud in the microphone. So I'm glad he got that guy off the stand. Then Hank Brennan called in the management team owners of the CF McCarthy bar where Karen and John started at, and then the Waterfall manager / owner, and just asked to verify that the detectives came over to gather video from them and if they were there and present when the video was taken. He wanted to establish that they both saw the video being downloaded by detectives and that there was no tampering of that evidence. Then we get to Nicholas Guarino. He's back again for trial number 2. This is a guy who works at the DA office, and he downloaded all of the cell data for everyone involved in this case and put together a PowerPoint, put together all the text messages, etc. Now, if you also remember, he is the same guy who downloaded Matthew Farwell's information and Sandra Birchmore's information. If you are not familiar with the Sandra Birchmore case that took place in Canton or Stoughton, Massachusetts, one of those, please look at my playlist. He didn't find any communications between Matthew and Sandra Birchmore. When the feds got in on the case, they found over 30,000, yes, 30,000 communications between Sandra Birchmore and Matthew Farwell. Furthermore, Matthew Farwell is sitting in prison since late last year because the federal government indicted him on murder charges for the murder of Sandra Birchmore. Look into that case. I have a playlist here. There's some other creators on here that have playlists as well. Please look into that case because there's a lot of different key players that are investigating Karen's case that were on Sandra Birchmore's case. So Hank Brennan made him read through every single one of those text messages, or a lot of those text messages, and it was very draining. But the part of the trial that really took a turn for the worse is right here.
When you walked out of the bar, how many drinks had you had?
I had probably about 4. And not 4 that I completed either. I didn't drink maybe more than